Hi, hi. Hello. I should probably make sure that this is... Yes. It's really loud, isn't it? Hi, how are we tonight? Hopefully we're ready for Paranormasight. Woo! Paranormasight, yay! Oh, Paranormasight, yay! Good evening. Hello. Let's see. Guy, Kitten, Blaze, Fluffy, Alex. More Kitten, more Blaze. That's it. Hi. Hello. And all the lurkers. Hello to you too. So I was saying this earlier. You know, I've been enjoying having another Paranormasight game. The storytelling is fantastic. However, I think that the intro has been a little long-winded. Is it bad that I'm actually, like, wondering why I haven't really been jump scared yet? No, don't, no. Apply. There we go. Much better. Yeah. Watch me saying this be the trigger for me to get, you know, jumped badly. There we go. Okay. Last we left off, we still had some areas to go for Arniv. We have an area to go to for Sato. I'm kind of thinking we go back up to Arniv because I want to get all of the not scary stuff out of the way so that you guys can eat. Not feeling well, so you'll mostly be listening. That's fair, but please get some rest if you need to. Don't hang out watching my stream if you're gonna get sick because of it later. Okay? Please take care of yourselves. And that goes not just for Guy, but for all of you. Okay, so I'm gonna put up a poll asking you guys what you want me to continue with. Are we following stuff? Do A-R-N-A-V. Or Sato. Yeah, 2 minutes on that poll timer. Arnav, it looks like it's going to be more backstory. Sato, of course. Something about a shadow. Seems like it's going to be spooky. Hi, Hibari. In the meantime, I'm going to go look at the birds. Did we go over all the birds? Hello, Quote and Quiet. Welcome in. Although, I think you probably could have redeemed the first. Oh, no. Get in the Death got it. Sorry. I lied. These are so good. It's so good. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. You did it so fast. The strategist of the Rebels Roost delinquent crew. He can often be seen circling the skies over their territory, ever on the lookout for intruders. Those unfortunate enough to be spotted by him will find themselves greeted by his signature dive bomb attack and grappling claws. he and Fastlane Frigate of the Bamboo Breakers dance team go way back, having fostered mutual respect for each other's prowess during their sea racing days. Boom, 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 boom. We had the cute pair of ducks. I'm gonna get murked for calling them cute. The Turninator. Okay, hold on. Stop. Pause the process on the poll. We had 4 votes on YouTube side and 1 on Twitch side. So we got Sato got actually 2 votes and Arnav got 3. So that means that we are going to be following Arnav. Okay. Sounds good to me. Let's go treasure hunting. You ready to go treasure hunting? You were surprised you got it today? Also, quote, what the heck is that symbol? Like, I know that it's Japanese? Chinese? Japanese? One of them? I'm pretty sure it's Japanese. But I don't know what it means, so. Avi and Cersei's quest for immortality is in full swing, having pinpointed a likely location on their mysterious map. They ask Kipe Koma to investigate it on their behalf. However, it means turn around, Neko. Jeez. Cool. The next day. Who was this guy? I can't even remember who this was. Ikoma calling about the seafloor investigation. I asked an AMA diver to investigate the area because I was keen to get results as soon as possible. However, she's not returned. Aww. Which is why we're headed out there ourselves to assess the situation. We've nothing else to do after all. So we asked an AMA diver to investigate the sea floor in the area. I guess in a place like this, it would be faster to hire an AMA than a regular diver. Even in this age, you can still get some AMAs to do contracted dives, huh? Huh. That's really loud. Pair she was contracted to investigate for about an hour, at which point she was to return, even if empty-handed. Suppose the intent was just for her to survey the area to start with. However, several hours passed with no word from the diver. I can see why Ikoma's worried. Start by checking out the location. We can request a police search after if need be. Quote, please keep the chat English. Please, I cannot understand you. Please. Even with my glasses on, I can't understand that. Thank you. Cersei, you have a bad feeling about this? I do, ever since we first heard about this. See? There's a strong negative spirit energy in the air that has only intensified as we approach the spot. Something happened there. The diver didn't make it back. Is it safe for us to go? I have a talisman that repels evil. It should be fine. Well, if you say so. Worst comes to worst, we'll reunite in the afterlife. Understood. Leave it to me. There's something there. Well, it must be the AMA diver's boat. Well, yes, Clough. I'm reading, after all. Doesn't appear to be anyone around. How unsettling. You're right. There's something terrible here. Is it really that bad? It is. I can tell even from this distance. It's coming from the bucket. It's saturated with a sinister spiritual energy. There's some real powerful curse inside. Inside the bucket? Does that mean the Alma diver found something on the seafloor and brought it up to the surface? Perhaps succumbed to the curse while trying to get it out? Yes, unfortunately. As we cannot say for certain what misfortune this curse may call forth, I need you to remain cautious. Oh boy. It must be the mysterious lady in green. Maybe it is. Maybe. Can you dispel curses, Cersei? It depends on the curse itself, but I believe I may be able to handle one of this caliber. That's a relief. Is it really safe for us to approach that boat, though? Yes, it's fine. For me, at least. Understood. If anything happens to me, I'll leave the rest to you. Oh my! There's a small metal box in the bucket. This has to be the source. Can we take it? Yes, provided I can overpower the malice it's engulfed in. Ha! That was it. It should be safe to touch now. I'll leave that part to you. No problem. It's pretty heavy. What do you think this box is exactly? It appears to be quite old. It likely dates back to the same time period as your map. Here, take a look at the symbol on the top of the box. Do you recognize it from anywhere? Saw it on the map. What's that strange symbol we saw on the map? That is an insane stray cloth. Thank you so much for watching all the time. Oh, this is that strange symbol we saw on the map. It's thus fair to say that the map was leading us towards this exact box. Well, that only makes its identity all the more intriguing. There's some strange lines on the side. Perhaps it's some sort of pattern. It appears to open from the top, but it's not budging at all. It'll take quite a lot of strength to force it open. I believe the box has been sealed with powerful spiritual energy. It was probably sealed by a skilled sorcerer a long time ago. Thank you. I doubt it'll open by any ordinary means. I can feel something shifting whenever I turn it. Must be some kind of mechanism inside. Then I suppose you'll want to align the box with the spiritual energy of this place. An English place? It's likely that the mechanism for unlocking the box is activated by orienting the box in the right directions in the right order. I see, so I have to figure out where to point it. Leave it to me. Let's look at the map first. Definitely the spot indicated by the map. Now then, how to open this metal box? I should investigate the box and rotate it so I can get a good look at all four sides. Aha! 4 is gonna be there. That's 2. This is 3. Which would be like here. Oh, it's over here. Okay. So 1 is here. We're gonna start here. You guys see where I'm going with this, right? Okay. 1. Nope. 1. 2. 3. And wait. Was it that there? No, it's definitely there. And 4. But like that's definitely it, right? Maybe that's not the right 4. It's possible this area is the key to getting the box open, so we should try to figure it out before leaving. Got it. One is this right here. 1. 2. That's 1. This is 3. Maybe I have to think before it'll actually activate. Ah, this one's over here. Got it. 3. And then 4. I'm not sure. Okay, think. I have to orient the box in the right direction, but what's the right way? The patterns on the box's sides are quite intriguing. They must be related to the solution somehow. Oh, maybe I've got to be like, hold on. Oh! I had to get it exactly. Okay. Felt something move inside the box. Must be on the right track. Nice. Keep at it. Okay. Then 2 is over here. Alright, I'm on fire. That's 2. And 3 was over here. And it's these little islands here. It's here. I found it. Good job. Just 1 left. It's this one, which I think is right. Could be right here. Huh. Necros Prime is in your possession? Very nice, Cloth. There's not very many small little islands like this one. Am I excited for the news that came out today about Sonic the Hedgehog 4? not particularly. I haven't seen the first 3, so... Unfortunately. Oh! Because the other island used to be there. That makes sense. Yep, it's open. Congratulations! What's inside? Oh, let's see. Huh? What's this? Ah! It's a curse seal! Oh my gosh! Well, I guess we really are playing the same game series. Some kind of small wooden carving? Oh. Curse stone acquired. Curse of the Forsaken Fish. How come I have glasses today? Because I'm reading a lot. And also, I just bought glasses for the model recently. They're very much like the glasses I'm currently wearing, honestly. Which I'm cleaning right now, so you don't have to ring up the clean your glasses thing cloth. There you go. All nice and clean. Whoa, something came out. Yikes, what is this? Make it stop. Well, he just became a curse bearer. Deep and painful, resentful memory has invaded my mind. It's good to know what this one looks like. Drift forever, ill-doers. Be as fish. Perish. Okay. You've acquired the Curse of the Forsaken Fish curse stone. You can use it to turn people into fish and kill them when they are submerged in the water of Issei Bay. It can even be used at a distance, provided the target meets the requirements. Press the Use Curse button when you wish to use the curse. Okay. She's very pretty. A curse born from the final moments of Hayase, a mermaid brutally tortured to death by humans on Taishima around 400 years ago. They tortured the poor... The curse has the power to kill any humans submerged in the waters of Issei Bay by gradually turning them into a fish starting from their feet. However, the excruciating pain suffered during the transformation often results in them dying before the metamorphosis is complete. Hi. Well, I think the protagonist's mom was probably the Alma diver that was hired for this specifically. Also, Jägermeister of Waifus, hello. How are you? The bodies of those who succumb to the curse decay almost instantly, shriveling up into desiccated fibrous masses. The curse can also be triggered remotely, provided that the curse bearer knows their victim's exact location. Mermaids inherently possess the ability to turn humans into fish at will. The Curse of the Forsaken Fish is the result of that ability being turned into a conditional curse and sealed within a curse stone. What the hell was that? I'm not certain. But I believe we may have just acquired a curse tool known as a curse stone. However, they are rarely possessed by such powerful curse echoes. How lucky! If you truly are congratulating me, then I'll happily celebrate with you. Can I ask you something first? Have I been? I mean, I've been perfectly fine. Of course. Am I cursed? Am I gonna die? I wouldn't say you are cursed, per se. There was a similar case in Tokyo last year. Hold on for a minute. I cannot think. This is far too overwhelming. I'm meowsing. No. I've been perfectly fine. An incredible amount of information flooded my mind just now. I need a moment to settle before I can take in anything else. You must mean the resentful memory held by the curse. It's a phenomenon wherein the events leading up to the curse forming are passed on to the curse bearer, so that its gradual spread. Oh, and curse bearer refers to someone who's haunted by a curse echo, and thus able to use the curse. Stop it. I already told you I can't take any new information. You're doing this on purpose, ain't you? Okay. Yes. Visible manifestation of the curses. Person afflicted by a curse that also has a curse echo is called a curse bearer. Blah, blah, blah. Curse stones. Blah, blah, blah. Last game. Thank you for the pat. Conditions. Yes. So, our character's condition, Arnev's curse stone condition is that the person needs to be submerged in the waters of Issei Bay. So anybody that's swimming, anybody that's diving, anybody that's in the water could be a target. Which means that being on a boat is an extremely, good place to be for him. Because anybody that tries to hurt him, he could push them out into the water, use the curse. But it does mean that the 2 mermaid wooden thingies that the cops found are both real. Think I just learned why Tashima sunk 400 years ago. Let me sort out all that first. Really? Tell me. Yeah, give me a minute. Okay. Wow. I forget what voice I gave this guy. Does anybody remember? I'll wait just a minute and take a drink. Formal voice? What do you mean by that? Got it. I'm just gonna have to go find it. Give me a second, guys. Ba-da-bum, ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-na-nya-nya-nya-nya-nya-nya-nya-nya-nya-nya-nya-nya. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. By the way, guys, chat, hello. We had 1,500 today. Professional voice, businessman voice. Yeah, that's not... I suppose it probably should be hitting with me what I did for him, but it's just not, so... Let me see if I can find him at all. He would have been in one of these sections. Here's the last Arnav section we did. Here's this meeting with this guy. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to mute for a second. I'm going to play this for myself. There we are. Okay, it's the really slow voice. Okay, this makes sense. Thank you for investigating the situation for me. I was involved in an accident many years ago, so I can't bring myself to go out to sea anymore. You've been a tremendous help. What? Listen, I just skimmed an ounce off the top and passed the rest to you. What do you mean? It's gotta pass under my paws anyway. I'm sorry to hear that. We actually got our hands on something quite valuable, so we owe you thanks as well. That's great. I'd love to hear more about what you discovered, if you don't mind. Of course. Look around. Oh no, I didn't look around while we were on the boat. There could have been a sticker. How dare. Bad Neko. We'll finish up this section. I don't see any stickers here. I was so focused on the box. Will he believe us if we suddenly start talking about curses? Can we just not bring it up? You think you can explain it all without bringing them up? Well, we'll see how far we get. We're currently at the mouth of the Kamo River. There's a residential area further upstream. It seems Mr. Koma had just arrived in Toba, so we managed to meet up without any problems. Oh, same thing. He may look scary, but his demeanor is surprisingly gentle and kind. He's a very polite young man. People like him tend to be misunderstood because they're a little awkward. He must struggle with that kind of thing a lot. The diver I hired to perform the search was an Alma diver living in Toba City by the name of Tami Kosuma. I thought there was no way we could pull off the search, but that's when she agreed to take on my request. Feel terrible about what happened. I can only hope she's still out there somewhere unharmed. She had no way of knowing how dangerous this job was. Please, I am the one who sent her out there. If there is blame to take, it is mine. But still, what exactly happened out there? About that, let's start with the metal box the Alma diver found. Please do. Basically, this wooden carving we found inside this metal box. I see. So your map indicated the location of this wooden carving. We believe so. The question is why? Why go all the way to not just hide it, but to conceal the map in a mermaid mummy. How very intriguing. I mean, Applejack's fine and all. My favorite pony's Pinkie Pie. And which one do you think sounds like Applejack? The way that I do the southern accent? I'm guessing? We did talk about ponies in stream recently. And I was just talking in Madness's stream last night about ponies. Your favorite is Trixie Lulamoon? Very good pony. Very good pony. I suppose a carving like that would have had some value back in the day. But to go through all the effort to preserve it like this... I believe what was preserved was not the carving itself, but the mermaid's memory that was stored inside the curse. Dun dun dun! Not main six, but arguably the best side character? I have a very soft spot for what was her name? Oh, now you're gonna make me look. Apple Bloom, that's the one. I couldn't remember whether it was Apple Blossom or Apple Bloom. But also Pear Butter. I like Pear Butter a lot too. Anywho, Derpy Hooves is the best character, and I can't tell you otherwise. I mean, listen, there's so many good ponies, but we're doing Paranormasight. A curse? Done what now? That's right. In other words, the one who made that box entrusted it with a message, and we are the recipients. Please calm down. I'm feeling quite lost. I know you're quite excited, but I think we have no choice but to start explaining the curse. That's right. It's curse chit-chat time. You may be a bit too rational to believe what I'm about to tell you, Mr. Coma. Even so, I ask you try your best. If you're ready to hear it, I'm ready to say it. Come, give me your answer in the next 30 seconds. 3. I'm prepared. Please tell me. Cheese sandwich is the best. I mean... We're stopping. But yes, best power couple ever. Weird Al Yankovic and Pinkie Pie. I mean, cheese sandwich and Pinkie Pie. Same difference. Anywho, no more ponies. I'm not going to respond to any more pony talk. Even if it's Uma's, I'm not going to respond. We're not doing this tonight. I want to actually get some game in. I want to get spooked. No, I don't. That's a lie. I don't want to get spooked. Don't do that to me. Not even if it's a... No. I do like horses. This is true. We're not... No! Stop! No! meanie. Rude. Anywho. I see. So the Taishima mermaid known as Hayase was killed by raiders. The hatred she left behind became a curse that entered this wooden carving. You, Avi, then inherited her curse, in addition to information from 400 years ago, in the form of a resentful memory. You absorbed all that quite efficiently. I'm impressed. This is actually not the first time I've heard of what can happen if one touches a cursed stone. Oh? Yes, but let's save that conversation for later. More importantly, you know what actually went down on Taishima 400 years ago. What? That's right, I know the truth, all of it. What happened, what didn't, I know it. You seem a bit frazzled. Do you need more time to collect your thoughts? There's no need to worry. I'm prepared, but it'll take some time to explain. Time to reveal what truly happened 400 years ago to Taishima and the mermaids. Please do tell. Around 400 years ago, the area of Shima province, which included Taishima, was governed by the Kuki clan. The leader of the clan at the time was Kuki Sumitaka. It was his duty to protect the secret of the 3 mermaids living on Taishima. That must have been Sobe, Nagame, and Hayase. However, legend that eating mermaid flesh could grant immortal life was well known. So he secretly hid them on Taishima so no one would learn about their existence. Payer Sumitaka thought of the mermaids as a sacred or divine existence. The thought of seeking immortality for himself likely never crossed his mind. The land where the mermaids lived was a sanctuary that he fiercely protected at all cost. In other words, Taishima was an island where people worshipped the mermaids in secret. They'd meant the people living on the island were not simple commoners, but guards tasked with protecting the sanctuary and its mermaids. Ooh. Sumitaka was so dedicated to keeping the mermaids secret that he kept the existence of Taishima out of historical records. Public believed the island was entirely uninhabited. I see. By keeping its existence hidden, he was able to keep the mermaids safe. However, a vassal of Sumitaka's uncle Yoshitaka learned about the mermaids on Taishima. Passed the information on to Yoshitaka, who believed obtaining immortality was a must to rise to the top in an era that was often plagued by war. He commanded his vassal to lead his army to Taishima and do whatever he had to return with the flesh of a mermaid. Oh, that's not a good sign. Sumitaka and those on the island resisted, but the invading army was far too powerful. The island was swiftly overrun. Ultimately, Hyacite was captured and brought before the vassal. The vassal tortured her, demanding she grant him the power of immortality. But Hyacite did not yield, even in the most hellish torments. She screamed and cursed with despair and anger until her dying breath. That's horrible. That is horrible. The hatred Hyacite felt at the moment of her death led to the creation of the curse of the forsaken fish. And that's what I learned from the resentful memory inside the curse stone. But to be honest, it's only half. Half of what? Half the memories. The other half is the memories of the one who left behind the metal box. Namely, the story of how the curse of the forsaken fish became cursed stone. Interesting. Having failed to obtain immortality, the vassal flew into a rage. He had all inhabitants of Tashima slaughtered as revenge for keeping the secret. This guy was the worst. Finally, he continued his advance into the sanctuary. The islanders were protected down to the last man. There he destroyed its shrine. What irony that he came so close to the secret he had been so desperate to find. Are you saying that the other two mermaids were still in the sanctuary? No, they had already fled Tashima. Actually, there were two other survivors. Sumitaka's adopted daughter, Princess Hatsune, also escaped the chaos of the invasion unscathed. There was one other islander who managed to survive as well, taking with him the treasure the mermaids had protected. The mermaid's treasure. That's why it may shed some light on the descendant you spoke of earlier. I know, Faye, I've been all over like, Hatsune Miku, is that you? Of course, she must be a descendant of the man that escaped that day. We now know she was correct when she spoke of 3 mermaids living on Tashima. So we do. Putting descendants aside for now, let's return to 400 years ago. The vassal's invasion and the destruction of the sanctuary was like a trigger. As a reaction to the sanctuary's fate and their own ill-deserved deaths, the sorrow and hatred of the islanders swirled together and formed the curse of the raging waves, a natural disaster that shook the heavens when descended upon Tashima. Curse bombarded Tashima with violent winds, earthquakes, and thunder. Then, in a final act to protect Tashima's lost sanctuary, they sank it into the sea to destroy all evidence of it ever existing. They destroyed it. Small island of Tashima sunk swiftly under the waves. The vassal and all his men were, of course, all killed thanks to the curse. But one problem remained. Hi, Cryo. That wasn't the end of it. What else we got? Tashima was destroyed by the natural disaster caused by the curse of the raging waves, but the calamity continued for many days. It must have seemed as though it would never end. I can't imagine how terrifying it must have been. Sumitaka even sought out a famous Onmyoji to dispel the curse, but he was unsuccessful. The curse would eventually sink to the bottom of the sea alongside the sanctuary and be sealed there. Only then did the calamity end. Yet it appears this curse was so powerful, it required a sacrifice to be truly sealed. A sacrifice? Not just any sacrifice, but a living one. Princess Hatsune offered herself up to be that sacrifice. You said she was Sumitaka's adopted daughter, yes? and that she lived on Taishima.
That appears to be the case. Sumitaka was evidently so taken with her that he decided to adopt her. The rumor that she threw herself down a well was likely spread to cover up the real cause of her death.
So, Princess Hatsune was actually sacrificed. Seal would hold for 400 years. They must have hoped the curse itself would fade during that time, too. However, the curse of the forsaken fish created by Hayase also continued to linger in the same place. So the Almayaji sealed it along inside the wooden carving, turning it into a curse stone.
Makes sense.
Then the same Almayaji, knowing the seal would only last 400 years, stored his memories within the curse stone to pass on the information.
He wished to pass down his knowledge for others to use in the event the curse outlasted the 400-year lifespan of the seal. He left behind instructions on how to completely dispel the curse of the raging waves. Oh, that's fantastic!
It's a good movie, Kenneth. It's a good movie. Indeed, I've compiled it all in my files. Oh, good. Resentment of Taishima, an island once located to the south of Kamishima. Blah, blah, blah. Raising Wave's cursor. In truth, the curse has been perpetually active ever since its inception. The sacrifice 400 years ago merely served to seal the source of the calamity during the time. Believe that Mare Minakuchi attempted to lift the curse once and for all, only for her failure to give rise to the disaster 5 years ago. In the event the curse did not fade during the 400 years it was sealed, it was his belief the curse's power would have weakened enough by that point that performing the following steps would be enough to lift the curse completely. Unbind the seal risen from the depths with the iron box. Okay, that makes sense. We opened the box. Thou must offer the still-tied mirror bequeathed by the sacrifice to the sanctuary. Sippy? Sure, give me a second. Still-tied mirror bequeathed by the sacrifice to the sanctuary. Okay. Instances, welcome in. I don't know. It was just a sippy sound. Third, let those who share blood with the lost souls of Taishima be the ones to offer appeasement. Basically our main character. Great. So that's what happened. And that wraps it up. I got all that info beamed into my brain in a flash, and yet I still managed to present it as an enticing narrative, eh? How amazing was that?
You're utterly astounding. Wow, incredible. My sarcasm is limitless.
Yep. This is basically everything it just told us. Ba 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 da ba. Two mermaids, two islanders. Assigned duty of protecting a relic important to the mermaids. Looking for Tsukuchi Mikado Harukage. Interesting. A bronze mirror in her possession at the time. So we're going to have to dive for a bronze mirror. Okay. 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 Nobody found the mermaids. Okay. Compiled all the details of the story in these files, so feel free to go over it at your own pace. Oh, thank you. That reminds me. I meant to ask about the metal box. If it's been lying on the seafloor for 400 years, how come it wasn't discovered until now?
It was most likely sealed inside a rock or something until a few months ago.
So it was sealed away until a certain amount of time had passed?
No, I believe the box's unsealing may have been triggered by something.
I wonder what it could have been triggered by. Okay. After Miss Suma found the metal box, you mean to tell me she's died?
It is likely. If we consider that the curse of the forsaken fish had completely saturated the metal box, it is likely already too late for her.
How horrible. Since she likely turned into a fish and died soon after, there's a high chance her transformed body will wash up on shore soon. Interesting. Okay.
Wait a second.
Something wrong?
Avi, if someone's affected by the curse of the forsaken fish, the transformation starts at the feet and travels slowly up, yes?
I believe so, though it's hard to say for sure without witnessing it.
If it's true, then that may explain the true identity of the fish mermaids discovered in this area. Uh-oh. It could have been the bodies of those who died in the middle of transforming due to the curse of the forsaken fish.
Oh, that's a convincing theory. Fish mermaids have been recorded as having only human heads or faces, or appearing human from just the chest or shoulders up. If the curse starts at the feet and travels upward, that would explain the variety of fish mermaids that have appeared.
The process is so painful that most die mid-transformation. Then the curse causes the corpse to rapidly wither, forming a fibrous mass.
Blech.
It may even be the true identity of your mermaid mummy.
Interesting. Still, without analyzing it directly, there's no way to know for certain. But perhaps this is why the mermaid mummies originating from Japan are of such high quality.
Of course, this doesn't mean that all fish mermaids and mermaid mummies are authentic.
But it means there's a possibility. Interesting.
Any number of fish mermaids could actually be victims of this curse. Actually, I just remembered there were 2 points from your tale I wanted to discuss.
About the events of 400 years ago.
My first point concerns the vassal who tortured the mermaid in an attempt to attain immortality. If all he needed was the mermaid's flesh, what necessity would there be in torturing her?
Oh, that's true. Could mean the vassal ate the mermaid's flesh, but did not become immortal. So he tortured her to figure out why.
As for the second observation, I have a theory about the area described as the sanctuary. Could it possibly be referring to an entrance to Ryugu?
Ryugu?
It's sometimes also referred to as the eternal world or the world beyond. In some legends, mermaids are priestesses who serve the ruler of Ryugu, the god of the sea.
I see. If the sanctuary was actually an entrance to Ryugu, then that could mean that the mermaids were not living on Taishima, but merely traveling there from Ryugu.
Yes, I believe that to be the case. It would also explain why the destruction of the sanctuary would inspire the fury of the god of the sea. To be honest, it's difficult to believe that the grudges of the inhabitants of Taishima would be enough to explain what happened. How could they possibly engender a curse powerful enough to sink an island and linger for more than 400 years? However, it's quite easy to believe that a curse from Ryugu could maintain such power.
That also explains the necessity of a living sacrifice. Of course, one would be required to seal an entrance to Ryugu. But if the entrance to Ryugu was sealed, what became of the 2 mermaids that fled Taishima?
I doubt Sobe and Nagame managed to return to Ryugu. I believe they have been living here in the human world for the past 400 years, waiting for the seal to be lifted. They just hid somewhere away from human eyes.
That's true, they've been successfully hiding for over 400 years.
Of course, if they were to hide themselves at the bottom of the sea, it'd be practically impossible to find them. It's also possible they've been wandering the globe rather than lingering in one place.
Well, that could explain all the mermaid sightings around the world. Could be all these same too.
Ah! All this discussion of hiding made me realize something.
What is it?
Do you recall the story Mr. Akoma told us yesterday of the mermaid who became human?
Ah. Are you suggesting she decided to join human society because she could not return to Ryugu?
It's a possibility we should consider.
But that occurred only a few decades ago. Why would she decide to become human just before the seal was released?
Perhaps her circumstances changed. We can only speculate on the motivations of someone who has lived for centuries. It is possible if she did not feel compelled, but decided to become human out of her own desire.
She have met someone she wanted to live a mortal life with, like in the Little Mermaid?
That's certainly possible, and quite romantic too.
I'll have to write this down. It could make a solid novel.
Oh, I've just realized something.
What is it?
You heard about this mermaid from the descendant of the Taishima survivor, yes?
That's correct. Feel it's only right they're informed of the things we learned. We'd love to talk to her. We're quite curious about this mermaid treasure too. Must have been passed down to them through generations. I understand. I'll probably drop by her place later anyway, since I also have to handle the matter with Miss Suma. I'll discuss it with her then. Thanks, that'd be great. That said, in return, I have a favor to ask of you. Go ahead, we'll do whatever we can. You said the seal over the entrance to Ryugu has been lifted. Is that correct?
Yeah, it most likely has been gone for several months now.
Oh, really?
A horrible curse has been swirling around the area where Taishima used to be. It's possible the curse is the curse of the raging waves, and it surged up from Ryugu once more now that the seal's been lifted. The fact that we were able to open the metal box is proof enough the seal's faded.
That would mean the entrance to Ryugu's now open.
Well, the situation is quite unstable now, what with the curse of raging waves seeping in through the entrance.
At any rate, what did you want us to do? There is an island called Kameshima that is located quite close to where Taishima once was. There's something I would like you to do for me there. This request does, in fact, have some relation to our current conversation. Oh? Okay.
Now then, Avi.
Oh?
We decided to tell Akoma everything, but I know there's some information you kept from him.
Did I?
Yes, something from the mermaid's memories. The real way to obtain immortality?
That's right. See no reason to inform him about that. After all, no matter what he may say about tourist attractions, this guy is also after immortality. I saw him straighten up when you talked about the mermaid being tortured because her captor required more than her flesh for immortality.
Are you sure? I thought his goal, if he even had one, was to quell the curse of the raging waves.
Perhaps there's that too. He even asked us to go to Kameshima and find the still-tie mirror instead. He did mention lifting the curse required the mirror as well as the help of the Taishima descendant, right?
There was also something about lifting a seal first, but I don't know what that part's all about.
Well, I see no harm in quelling the curse, so I say we continue to cooperate for now.
Agreed. Though I do wish we did not have to approach Kameshima at all. The evil atmosphere is nauseating.
However, we must consider the possibility that Akoma actually has his eyes set on the mermaids in Ryugu. It's possible he may be searching for mermaids like us. Suppose that discussion can wait for later. First, we must find the treasure that the survivor managed to slip out of Taishima.
You mean the treasure required in addition to mermaid flesh when attempting to gain immortality?
Oh. Yep, a treasure known as the Tama Tobacco. Mermaid flesh has to be put inside and purified by it to have any effect. Huh. So provided one has both the flesh of a human mermaid and a Tama Tobacco, then immortality is indeed attainable. Boom. Interesting. A box, often referred to as a relic, used by the mermaids who once lived near Taishima. A similar box also made its appearance in the tale of Urashima Taro, as the box gifted to the eponymous protagonist by Otahime, leading to its name becoming widely known. Filled with spiritual energy similar to the nature that fills Ryugu, objects placed within it may thus be kept in the same state they would be within Ryugu. It's said the mermaids used the box to bring objects from Ryugu with them that would otherwise have been unable to transport from the material world, but also has the secondary effect of returning mermaid flesh, normally only able to exist in a transient state in the material world, to the state it would be in Ryugu, thereby restoring its ability to grant immortality. Interesting.
If we could meet up with this Taishima descendant, they could probably provide us with information on the Tama Tobacco.
I concur. If we could get our hands on the time of tobacco, we wouldn't have to worry about a coma. However, it's likely he's wary of us and will keep us from meeting the descendant.
At the very least, we know he's cautious enough to keep her name secret. Well, that's why I asked him to hand her our little souvenir.
What was that all about anyway? You sure we're not going to need that iron box?
I doubt we'll need it again. Plus, you can think of it as a backup plan.
Regardless of what happens, we'll be able to meet with the descendant tomorrow. Let's get our hands on that mermaid treasure. Time to find a time of tobacco.
Okay.
Oh my goodness! The coal keeps moving here!
What are we thinking, guys? I want to go look on the ship real quick and see if we can't find a sticker. I can always leave back out if there's no sticker on the thing. On the boat. But I just want to give the option. I want to make sure that there isn't one here because stickers. Sticker, sticker, sticker. I was so focused on the box. Like looking at the boat. Okay, okay. Is there a button to... Is there a button to, there should be. Skip text. Ugh. Oh, I can make the text speed faster, though. Let's make it fast. Okay. Do, purify the box, blah, 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 do. Meow, meow, meow. Look around the boat. Boat, boat, boat. Yep. Already figured out the box. Okay, looking at the boat. Oh, it appears that there is not a sticker. I didn't click on the boat, though. The boat of the Alma diver who found the metal box, there's not a trace of life left on it. According to Akoma, the Alma diver went to investigate alone without a companion to mind the boat. I swallowed my fear and tugged on the rope earlier on the off chance she was still down there somewhere. I pulled up the whole length of rope, but no one was tied to it. Nope, nothing on the boat. Okay, we'll just go back out to the... Wait, what? Oh, far shores, near shore, surroundings. Oh, this was probably all hints, but I kind of figured it out really fast. Yes. Here we go. The Tama Tobacco, a treasure required to obtain immortality. Avi assumes that the descendant of Taishima, whom Ikoma knows, has inherited it. He tries to scheme a way to meet them. Oh, excuse me. Logan, Arna Barnum's back on the cake scene. Allow me to summarize. As expected, Akoma contacted us today, telling us we'd have to wait a little longer before we could meet the descendant. Thus, figuring he had no intention of letting us meet her anyway, we decided to use Cersei's ability to go looking for the descendant ourselves. He is fourth wall breaking, it feels like. Who exactly are you talking to? I'm merely setting the scene. Really feels like it raises the stakes, no? Makes it feel more like a thrilling adventure. Sure, you got me all worked up. But I'm trying to concentrate, so could you please stop distracting me?
Alright, sorry. Looking for a sticker, even though I think I've already found the one that might be here. Double checking for a sticker. 'Cause stickers are cool. Stickers are cool. Do 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 do. This is the town of Ijika in Toba City. The area is one of many in the area renowned for its Ama divers. She seems focused. Best not to interrupt her now. Cersei is completely focused on dowsing right now. There are several types of dowsing techniques, but it seems like she's using a pendulum. It would seem that the necklace she wears can be used for such a purpose. The closer you get to the target, the stronger the pendulum swings. Can't interrupt her. Cersei is using her dowsing ability to search for the descendant right now. What's that? Doesn't her dowsing only let us look for spiritual energy? And on top of that, doesn't she have to be familiar with the energy she's looking for? That's right, I was thinking the same thing. However, Cersei was perfectly prepared. Before parting with Akoma yesterday, she asked him to hand the iron box to the descendant when he paid her a visit. She said the descendant ought to have it, since it was so deeply connected to Taishima's history. Ikoma agreed on the matter and would apparently go through with it. Assuming he did hand it over, then the iron box, with its massive amount of spiritual energy, has fallen right in the lap of our target. That was smart of you, Cersei. Now Cersei just has to use her dowsing to locate the box. At least that's the plan. I'm just making sure that there's nothing like... However, her dowsing's range is limited. With the spiritual energy the iron box possesses, its range is probably just 2 to 3 kilometers. So we had to narrow down the target area somewhat before starting our search. Any idea where we might start looking for the descendant? I think... Mr. Akoma said something about visiting her several times before she finally agreed to talk, didn't he? He did, which would mean that she doesn't live far away. Must live close enough for him to have paid her frequent visits. Yes, exactly. So I think it's best to start by searching the towns within Toba. I see. There are quite a few towns in the area, right? About that, when we parted yesterday, Mr. Akoma mentioned something else that stuck with me. When you asked to meet the descendant, he said he'd probably drop by later anyway, since he also had to handle the matter with Ms. Suma. Right, he did say that, so basically, the descendant lived close to Suma. Said he would drop by while he was in the area, likely live close to one another. I was thinking the same. Those towns with many Ama divers are our top candidates. So that means we should probably start by searching all the towns in Toba that are home to a lot of Ama divers. That's right. We can make our way up by searching along the coast for starters. Be nice if we at least learn the descendant's name. We might have a lead on that. Think of your research into the past of this place. Alright, I believe the name was... Oh man, I have to actually remember the spelling and everything? Oh boy. Actually, I could probably just go in my notes and... files. Do.
Bum 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 bum. Do 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 no 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 do. Somekawa, Somekawa. There we go. Somekawa, that's what Tashima's survivor was called. If there are any descendants that may still bear the same name. That's right. It's another clue we can follow. Fantastic. And so we ended up spending the morning traveling along the coast from one fishing town to another. This is the 4th town we've searched so far. It's about time we actually find something. Well then, perhaps it's about time I checked in with Cersei to see how things are going. So, Cersei, what's the situation? Want to give it a try? Really? Will it still work if it's me? I'll still be holding the pendulum, but you can see it for yourself if you like. Color me intrigued, I'm in. Alright, just like this. I'll hold the pendulum. Direct me to move in different directions to see where it reacts. Very well, bring it on. The pendulum won't respond right away, so the trick is to point it in one direction and wait a while. Once you find a spot where it reacts the strongest, just shout that you figured it out. Got it? When it comes to yelling, I'm your guy. Oh? It's moving a lot in this direction. I think that's probably going to be it, but I'm going to keep moving it a little bit. Yeah, definitely like right here. There, right there. Yeah! You got it. That means it's somewhere up there? Well, it may still be a bit further out, but at least we figured out what direction to go. Knew it was about time we hit the right spot. Alright, let's follow this thing and see where it leads us. Right. There's so many little mini games. It's so good. This is it. It's the apartment furthest back on this building's ground floor. Got it. Hello? Anybody home? Wow, you don't hesitate, huh? We're here on behalf of Mr. Akoma. Ha! No answer. Guess no one's home. No, I sense a presence. Hello? Would like to talk about the iron box. That'll get him. Oh, what voice did I give her? I'll just give her something scared, I guess. Oh, what is it? You two. Avi and Cersei, is it? So, you're the ones who found that iron box? Yes, that's right. You know, I've never talked to foreigners before. I'm so nervous I can hardly think straight. No need to be so tense, Miss Somekawa. Promise we're both harmless and cheerful. Right. Box? Sticker? 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 No sticker. So she is a descendant of the last Taishima survivor. The way she dresses makes her look older, but I'd say she's probably around my age. Thought she'd be difficult to deal with, but now that we've actually met her, I'd say it's more like she's extremely cautious. the type to never let her guard down. I can't even begin to imagine the kind of life she's led. Still, the fact that she's wearing traditional clothing is actually quite charming. I've hardly seen anyone wearing traditional clothes since coming to Japan, which was a bit of a shock, to be honest. Allow me to emphasize what an honor it is to me to descend in Tashima. Who's to say it's even true? Suppose your family must have lived in this town for generations. I moved here a couple years back. Why's that? That's got nothing to do with the two of you. Fair enough. If you don't mind me asking, you got any other family or relatives, Miss Somikawa? Why? Apologies. I was merely wondering if there are any other descendants. Don't know. I'm probably the only one left. That, too, will come to an end soon enough. What do you mean by that? No more than what I said. Huh. So you live here by yourself, Miss Somikawa? That's right. Where exactly did you come across the iron box? Follow this map that was in my family's possession. Supposedly, it was left behind by the Onmyoji who sealed away the curse of Tashima. Map, you say? Led us to the iron box. Must have been rested at the bottom of Issei Bay. Since such valuable artifact deeply connected to Tashima's lost history, we felt we absolutely had to tell you about it, Miss Somikawa. Oh, yeah? If I may say so, I noticed your interest in the iron box. Could it be you already knew of its existence? I didn't know it was a box, but I'd been told something still remained of the island. That makes sense. Speaking of that box, I don't suppose there was something inside? Inside was a record detailing how Tashima was destroyed, along with information on the curse of the raging waves. A record? Allow me to fill you in on the details. That sums it up. Such a horrid man, wouldn't you say, massacring people of Tashima because he wanted to find a mermaid that bad? Grudges left behind by the events coalesced into two separate curses, and ultimately Tashima was destroyed along with everything else. Sure, it must be excruciating to hear the tale of how your ancestors' home was destroyed. But I believe this story should be passed down so people can learn of Tashima's true history, wouldn't you agree? And that was all recorded in that box? I'm so glad we got a chance to talk with her. Fair enough, Cersei, fair enough. Okay, we can't talk about this yet. By the way, you may consider this the curious whims of a fantasy author, but would you be able to elucidate me on some of the stories that have been passed down in your family? Now I get it. You also came here because you want to ask about mermaids, eh? It's better to be honest with her, I think. Alright, got me there. It's true. Can you blame me? I'm a fantasy author. It's in my blood. If mermaids truly do exist, I must sate my curiosity. I knew it. Whatever your motives, you're not getting the Tamatabako. I'm not falling for one of Akoma's schemes. Blech. I'm not gonna share the family's legends of Taishima with just anyone. Did you just say Akoma's after the Tamatabako? Oh, so you didn't know? Well, he is. That's exactly why I hid it somewhere no one will ever find. See, must be very precious to you then. I'm relieved the iron box found its way to you then. The Tamatabako, I think, is probably the item that the other the main character's mom left behind. Because I have a feeling that this is her. Like, that they are the same person. Or at the very least, sisters? Maybe. I don't know. Twinsies? Maybe. So, was there a curse stone inside the iron box? Curse what? Don't play dumb. There must have been one. Well, just be truthful with her. You already knew about it. There was indeed a curse stone inside. That's what I thought. How about a trade? You two want the Tamatabako, don't you? A trade? Is she offering us the Tamatabako in exchange for the curse? Didn't think we'd be going this far out. Certainly shook me when you said we had to take a boat all of a sudden. To think the Tamatabako would be hidden at sea. What an incredible plot twist. My apologies. Guess that's just the writer in me coming through. It's all too thrilling. You sure can talk. Believe it or not, I'm actually holding back. I can actually go on and on at great length once I get started. That wasn't praise. There's nowhere to run on an island. No matter where you go, someone's always near. It's always too loud, grating on the ears. The sea, though, once you get this far out, it's nice and quiet. Nothing but the sound of the waves. No talking, no irritating folk, no commotion. Only fish swimming without a sound. This is fine. Stop the boat. Check the boat again for a sticker. No stickers. Somewhere off the coast of Toba City, accompanied only by the sound of the waves and the cries of seabirds. Did she really hide the Tama Tobacco here, in a place with no landmarks whatsoever? If it's at the bottom of the ocean here, how are we supposed to retrieve it? Miss Somakawa used to be an ama diver. Could she be planning to go down and get it herself? She looks so solemn. I wonder what's going through her mind. Not gonna lie, I'm a little concerned she still hasn't told me the conditions of our trade. Will she ask me to trade her the cursed stone? Tell me what you want to trade for the Tama Tobacco now. You've got the Forsaken Fish curse stone with you, right? Sure do. Have a good look. Forsaken Fish curse stone. Looks like the real deal, all right. One trade for the stone for the Tama Tobacco, right? Figured as much. I'm fine with those terms. Let's do it. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. She wants us to kill her. It was, sister. You know, I once had a sister. Her name was Mari Somakawa. Say you had a sister. Does that mean... Yes, she's gone. Died in an accident at sea about 5 years ago. See, my condolences. So there actually was another descendant. You folks seem to be pinning your hopes on me just because I'm one of the descendants. But the one who... Ah! Abby!
Emmy Arcturus just rated with 17 viewers.
Hello? Hi. You guys were doing Infinite Craft, right? I saw it. Saw you. I just didn't have time to stop in. Hello? Hello? Hi. Oh. Hello. Hi, Raiders. Yes, yes. Now. Hello. Hi. League relapse. Oh no. Emmy had a league relapse. You poor thing. I had a league. I played League earlier today, so I can't even talk. It's not a real. Hello, Emmy. How are you? You just play? Listen, I just played too, Emmy. It's okay. How are you? I know last we checked in, or last I checked in was like right before I started because I saw you go live and I was like, oh. And it was Infinite Craft, so I was like, did you slip into League after Infinite Craft? Did you find any Umas? Hi. I'm gonna give it a minute for people that might want to pop in, and those who are lurking are lurking. Hans mentioned, yeah. Oh no, I promised I wasn't gonna talk about any more horses. I mean, I'm gonna post something right now in your gaming channel on your server. Hold on. Let me post this real quick. Oh, did I? Hold on.
Tried hard, it couldn't be made. Oh no, I'm sure you were closer than you think you were. Let me see. Is it in the my Uma channel? Let me save this so I can share it to. You want to see something absolutely ridiculous? Here we go. We gotta get Emmy into Fort. Listen, Uma Poi Legend is supposed to be coming to Fortnite. I'll just how I wasn't gonna talk about horses. Shut up, Faye. We're at least gonna get the song. I'm hoping we get Umas in Fortnite. Listen, Umas in Fortnite 2026. It's all I can ask. Have a good night, Fluffy. But yes, I pulled Kita-san black 6 times. 6. You wonder if Jesus. Time to break your morals and buy V, right? I mean, if you're gonna spend the V-Bucks, I'll give you, you know, if you're gonna buy V-Bucks, I do have a creator code. Not that I play Fortnite enough to actually deserve a creator code. He posted a thing in Fortnite. Oh, yeah. Apparently, I don't know how real this is or not, but we've heard some information that it's possible that Fortnite's going to give out graphics cards for top placing people, which is absolutely insane. It's insane. Anywho, hello Raiders! I am Neko. I do puzzles and mystery things and detectives and visual novels and more visual novels. Tonight we're playing Paranormasight, the mystery of the mermaid, the mermaid's curse. Last one was the 7 mysteries of Hongo or whatever. In which I'm probably gonna get scared as soon as we get past all the exposition. And I tend to, oh hey, I never turned on my, speaking of, I don't have my headphone warning on, so headphone warning, because Neko likes to scream when she gets scared. Not that I like to, but, and lies about how, listen. Yeah, I ain't got nothing. I said I wasn't going to talk about anything horse-related after the whole My Little Pony conversation. And here I am, chatting about Umas. Oops. You will never know! No! I'm sorry. Anywho, I hope that you guys had a great stream. You know, go get some rest, some drinks, some water, some snacks, so whatever you need. And buckle in, because there's been a lot of yapping on my side. And a lot of characters, and a lot of voices, and a lot of story is what we got. Did you get back in time for the end? No, you got back in time for a raid, Hyken. You got back in time for me to break the seal on talking about Umas. The voices in my mind, isn't that you guys? It's not my fault! I'm gonna get back to reading this story. Because there's a lot to go, I think, before we actually get to the spoopy parts. And I know that that's what everybody's here for. So, feel free to lurk. Feel free to hang out. Maybe drop a follow, or if you want to head to the YouTube side. We just hit 1,500 on YouTube, which is kind of insane. But, at least to me, kind of insane. Very exciting. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna get back to it. So, I suppose since there's so many people that just came in, I should probably give a brief, like, blah, 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 mermaids, blah, 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 curses. Curse that turns people into fish statues? Something cursed that drowned a whole island. Descendant that's supposed to fix it. She wants to trade us something. And something about the item that she wants to trade with us might have the ability to grant immortality with mermaid flesh. So, who knows? The one who actually inherited our duty wasn't me. It was my sister. Duty? That's right. The duty of the Taishima bloodline. It's been passed down in our family for generations. Even more, our generation would be the one to handle the 400th year since the disaster. Grandpa always said that was particularly important. So there was a duty Taishima's descendants were meant to perform after 400 years. I was young back then. Still had dreams of my own. Wanted no part in some annoying duty. So I ran away from home the first chance I got. I pushed all that responsibility onto my sister. But I know I should have helped her. See, so that's why your sister was the one who inherited that duty. Okay. This duty you mentioned, was it to break what remains of the curse of the raging waves? I suppose they were connected, but lifting the curse would have been a step along the road. It wasn't the goal. Really? Then what was it? Well, it was to return the mermaid that was left behind in Issei Bay to Ryugu. That was the real duty of the Taishima bloodline. Return the mermaid? So it's true. There really was a mermaid stuck in Issei Bay because she couldn't return to Ryugu. That's right. Her name was Sobe. She's come up in our research. She was real after all. You see, my sister that took on the family duty seems like she's actually met Sobe herself. She got to meet the mermaid. After leaving my hometown and making a living as an ama diver, I'd all but forgotten about the duty I'd left behind. I had no idea what our duty actually entailed. When I finally learned the truth, I was crushed by regret. Regret? Why? You know, ever since I was a little girl, I'd always been fascinated by mermaids. Understandable. I read the Little Mermaid so many times, the pages of the book had started to wear away. I would see them in my dreams over and over. Back then, I wanted nothing more than to become a mermaid. That's what led me to become an ama diver in the first place. But the true nature of the family duty is only revealed to the one who inherits it. I see. What bitter irony. Couldn't you meet the mermaid after you learned the truth? My sister took pity on me and attempted to call her to meet me once in secret. My sister, Mare, even shared some of the things the mermaid had told her. Um, you know, Sobe was a cautious mermaid who never truly opened her heart to anyone but my sister. Me, on the other hand, she avoided. I was never even allowed so as much as a glimpse. Quite the bitter outcome. Mari and the mermaid had grown close as friends. They trusted each other. They were inseparable. She never once showed herself to anyone other than my sister. Not even to a close relative like myself. So she hid herself away for 400 years. Was such caution really necessary? Sister must have been an incredible person to earn the mermaid's trust. Though I can only imagine how hard it must have been to be rejected by an existence you so deeply admired and longed to meet. Seems like Sato... No, Do you mean the mermaid seems like Sato? Guy, I'm a little confused. Mari moved to Kamishima to be closer to Ryugu, all for the mermaid's sake. One day she got married and changed her name to Mari Minakuchi. She seemed so happy. She got married on Kamishima. I was so jealous I couldn't think straight and ended up lashing out pretty badly. In an attempt to destroy my sister's relationship with the mermaid, I grabbed our family heirloom and ran off. The infamous Tama Tobacco, yeah? Yeah, the mermaid was supposed to take it back to Ryugu, so our family had carefully kept it for centuries. And so the years went by, and 5 years ago I heard that Mari had died in an accident. That's why I came back to Toba. Thought maybe this meant the duty would be passed on to me. Of course. But by then, our parents and our relatives had already passed away. No one left who knew anything about our duty. Nothing I could do. I didn't know a thing. Not where the mermaid was, nor how to call her. I'd given up. But while I was digging around, the man Ikoma found out I was a descendant of Taishima. I was struggling to get by. I sold the information my sister had told me about the mermaid. I was making a living by giving folks a glimpse of the Tama Tobacco for a ridiculous price. That brings us to the present, I suppose. In other words, since your sister died in that accident, your family's duty was never fulfilled. And now you want us to go find the mermaid for you? That ain't it. Dang. It must have been about 3 months ago. I was wandering the coast alone when the mermaid Sobe appeared before me. So you finally got to meet her. She told me this. The seal on Ryugu's gateway has been lifted, so I will be returning. Your sister has done a great deal for me. I now ask you to return the Tama Tobacco. Wait, what? The seal was lifted. Is that perhaps why the curse of the raging waves became active again? So what about the tom of tobacco? Did you return it to the mermaid?
I was so overcome with emotion and excitement, I told her, I've hidden the relic. If you want it back, take me to Ryugu.
You said what?
Not being able to fulfill my duty had been weighing heavy on my heart. But in that moment, the pain was gone. On top of that, I figured the mermaid had come to fetch me. Being able to visit the land of the mermaids, there'd be no greater happiness than that. But Sobe simply told me it wasn't possible, and she'd forfeit the relic. And with that, she was gone.
Oh. So the mermaid's already returned to Ryugu then?
Ever since then, all I felt is despair and regret. I'm completely empty inside, nothing left.
The family duty's been fulfilled. Then the tom of tobacco still exists, doesn't it?
Sure does, but even with such a fancy name, in the end it's just a grimy old box. I opened it once, hoping there'd be some elixir of eternal youth inside, or something. But it was completely empty.
Say, even so, I'd still like to trade for it.
Did you hear despair? Despair mention? It's not like anything matters anymore. I'm just sick and tired of it all. In the end, I never did figure out what that tom of tobacco really was. The mermaid forfeited it just like that, so maybe it never had any meaning to begin with. Before we discuss the trade, would you take the time to listen to my story?
Very well, I'm listening. I think we kind of talked about everything. Okay. Sobe has already returned to Ryugu. Even so, I will not allow myself to give up now. I must get my hands on the tom of tobacco first. Okay. I did listen to your story. I can't shake the feeling that there's something behind me. Oh, the flower. Whoa. This is one of Circe's abilities, a shikigami. When someone's name is written on a piece of paper, she can make that paper fly towards that person. They're great for delivering messages or tracking down someone. Okay. I was pretty spooked the first time I saw it, but I've gotten used to it. Okay, fine, I did just go whoa, but not because I was actually surprised or anything. Is something wrong? Nothing. Don't mind me. I wonder if something happened to Circe. I'd better read the note. Let's take a look. Ran into 2 suspicious people looking for Ms. Somikawa. I drove them off for now, but be careful. Seems like something's happened on Circe's end.
I'd better stay alert just in case, but I don't think I'll mention this to Miss Somakawa. It'd only shake her up. It's the wrong color to be the blue sky logo. So, what do you want in return? I want to do whatever it takes to become a mermaid. Shy, I knew it. She wants us to use the curse on her. Miss Somakawa, don't tell me. You want me to use the curse stone? Simply returning to the sea. It's my only wish. Listen, there's nothing even remotely beautiful about the curse of the Forsaken Fish. All it'll do is turn you into some twisted half-fish monster, nothing but a grotesque imitation of a mermaid. I know. That's fine with me. This curse is the essence of that mermaid's power. I'm ready to offer up my life to her. But whatever you do, I'll just be drowning myself anyway. So you won't be dirtying your hands. All you have to do is use the curse. My wish will be granted, and you would be doing me a kindness. That's all there is to it. Hold on a minute, okay? This is just... The Tama tobacco is hidden beneath the floorboards of my house. But please do this for me. Miss Somakawa, wait. She's already gone. Will she come back up if I just wait long enough? She's nowhere to be seen. Of course, she is an Alma diver after all. Is it too late to call for help? Would she even accept it? What now? What do I do? Should I grant her last wish? It's surely no worse than helplessly standing about as she drowns herself. She was serious about this. She's been dreaming about mermaids ever since she was little. I know exactly how that feels. It may be a curse, but still, I'll honor her wishes by unleashing the mermaid's power. It's how she wanted to go. I might be the only one who actually understands Ms. Somakawa's feelings. If I don't act now, it'll be like denying her final hope and dream. I guess I kind of have to. We did already find her body in another, section of the game. So, we know that she dies like this, so canon event, I don't think we can stop it. Ah! Her name was Azusa Somakawa. Basically everything we just went over. And her body gets discovered tomorrow. Okay. After that, we managed to quietly retrieve the Tama tobacco from beneath the floor in Miss Somakawa's house. All that was left was to secure the dream of immortality, was to obtain mermaid's flesh. Since Sobe had already returned to Ryugu, we placed our hopes on the last remaining mermaid, Nagame.
We had to act fast. Otherwise, a coma or even those Paranormal Affair Bureau psychics would get in our way. It might have been the after effects of using the curse. But I got sick the next day and had to spend a full day bedridden at the inn. How pathetic. That's when I heard news that 2 female divers had gone missing near Toba. The fact I'd been involved in both incidents made me feel even worse. When Cersei heard the news, she just mumbled something with an unreadable expression on her face. I had no choice. There was simply no other way. Or at least that's what I kept telling myself as I struggled to get out of bed. The next day, August 7th, we set out to gather more information on Nagame and the other mermaids. We traveled to Kamishima, the island where Mare Somikawa, or rather Mare Minakuchi, used to live. Okay. Are we going to continue with Arnav? I suppose we should. I kind of want to get our timelines a little more caught up. Yeah. Avi and Cersei finally arrive on Kamishina, on the hunt for clues that'll lead them to a real mermaid. Finally, after our long, arduous journey, we've arrived at the fabled island of Kamishima. You all right? You don't look so good. You mean you're completely fine? The whole area is literally oozing with cursed energy. I didn't think it was so bad before. Is it getting stronger? Can't you dispel curses? Minor ones, sure. This is on a whole other level. I see. Might be best we don't stay here too long then. Let's just ask around as much as we can. When you feel you've reached your limit, make sure to tell me, okay? Got it. I'll do my best. Alright, let's start by asking locals about the mermaid legends first. I'd like to ask around to see if anybody knew Mara Munakuchi as well. That's the plan. Let's move. Okay. Oh, that was short. We are now in the line of the only thing we can do is continue with Sato. Oh boy. I don't like that this is named Shadow. I do not like that this is named Shadow. I do not like that this is named Shadow. The slash from the curse leaves Sato with a large wound on her chest. She dies, but only for a moment, and then resurrects in front of everyone, revealing she's no normal person. She escapes in a panic, unsure of what will happen next. Was I asleep? Is that a bird? Oh, right. I got attacked out of nowhere, right in the middle of Chuo Street. Every time I come back to life, my head's always foggy, and my memory's all over the place. Let's see, after I was cut down, everyone saw me resurrect, so I panicked and started running around trying to hide. But in the end, Mr. Wakamura found me. Told me to stay put in the house and keep my head down. Sounds like things are getting pretty chaotic on the island, all because of me. Apparently, Mr. Wakamura told everyone he would handle it, which helped smooth things over. What now? Is that not a bird? It's already pitch black outside. It's quiet. Too quiet. It's putting me on edge. A little nervous to be turning around, but... Oh, we're here. Okay, by the phone. We should have never answered that phone. It certainly looks like a bird over there, but it's not reacting like one, so... Anything else we can click on? The flag. Kameshi Maru is still in his usual spot. It's weirdly reassuring to see him. So now everyone knows I can't die. Be that as it may, I've still got something I need to do. This is it. Time to see it through. Today's been so hectic, I need to take a second to gather my thoughts and figure out what comes next. Well... Right now, over the southern seas of Kamishima, the curse of the raging waves is creating a huge storm that started to churn the sea. They say it can whip up a violent storm without warning, the kind that can flip a boat in an instant. Mr. Wakamura plans to hand me over to Ungaku Dono to find a way to stop the curse. That handover is supposed to happen tomorrow. But Shotaro is against the plan. This morning, he asked me if I'd run away with him and escape the island and flee to Tokyo. Oh yeah, I still haven't given him an answer. I'm sorry, but I have my reasons I can't go with Shotaro. Earlier today, I got a creepy call demanding I turn myself in. They said if I didn't comply, an assassin with a curse would start killing people. I didn't go. And sure enough, later that evening, I was struck, out of nowhere, by some invisible slash and killed. Whoever did it was probably testing whether I can really come back to life, while also showing off their power all in one go. And it worked perfectly. The island went into a panic, with people both terrified of me for not dying, and of the one who attacked me. If it really was an assassin mixed in among the locals that used a curse to do it all, we're in serious trouble. A curse that can kill someone instantly from a distance. That's not just dangerous, it's terrifying. None of the curses I've ever known worked like that. They were never that convenient or all-powerful. They say when you curse someone, you're cursing yourself as well. Using a curse always comes with risks, or with strict conditions. To target me so precisely in that exact moment and place, from somewhere I couldn't even see, there must have been some really specific conditions to pull it off. I should try to recall the cursed slash that hit me and see if there's anything else I can remember. Okay. That attack was brutal. I changed clothes and the wound's gone now, but I can't stop the cold sweat. My body still remembers the pain. But I'm the only one who can get to the bottom of this curse. I need to think back and remember exactly what happened when I was cursed. We looked at it. That was like the big thing is like, it didn't slash us when we saw it in the mirror. It wasn't until we looked at it. Has to be some kind of clue. Was there any sign, anything at all before I was struck? That's right. Just before I was slashed, I saw something reflected in the hand mirror. A mysterious shadow. If I remember correctly, it looked like a warrior in armor carrying a sword. Wait a second, could it be? Was that the curse of Heike I heard about yesterday? Oh man, more recollection! Okay. A curse that delivers a single hate-fueled strike from a sword. And its shadow was already there before I was hit, which means if I can spot that armored warrior's shadow again, it would mean the assassin using the curse should be nearby. Damn it, I should have asked more questions yesterday.
That cursed shadow. It showed up in the mirror, but when I turned around, there was nothing there. Does that mean maybe it's only visible in mirrors? If that's true, I might be able to use this Kameshi Maru hand mirror to spot the shadow before the curse strikes. I could go looking for it with the mirror. Maybe I should practice for a bit. Oh man, this is the scene that was in the trailers. Okay, here goes. Looks like I can use this mirror to search for things behind me. Let's do a little practice first. Let me try reflecting the Kameshi Maru flag in the mirror. Once I can see its reflection, I'll take a closer look at the hand mirror. I'm so nervous to keep turning. I don't like it. Okay, Kameshi Maru. Okay. Okay. There you are, Kameshi Maru. Ah! Mean! Mean. Okay, this works. Oh man, that's gonna be even wonkier, like... I should reflect more. Okay. As for how to actually stop the curse of the raging waves, the information Suyu gave us this afternoon might help. I should go over it again to get everything straight. Yeah, you guys think it's really funny that I'm scared by just this little tutorial bit, don't you? Do you even remember the last game? Earlier today, after Mr. Wakamura told me to wait here, we snuck out and went to talk to Suyu. We learned some rather important info there. Are you kidding me? Wakamura's fixin' to hand you over to someone to try and break the curse of the raging waves. Treating people like they're nothing but tools. Just plain awful. Exactly. We can figure out how to lift the curse ourselves, and maybe it won't come to that. If you know anything about the curse of the raging waves, please. We need your help. Well, of course. I don't know what I'd do with myself if we lost you, Sato. I'm gonna ignore that comment. I reckon it's fine to tell you. I was about to tell Yuza and Azami later anyway. Come, you two. I've got something to show you. Promised I'd tell Yuza and Azami tonight, but there's something I need to check, so I'll fill you two in first. Oh, thank you. Interesting. Ah, there it is, just as I remember it. Suyu, are you sure you're okay to be climbing these rocks with your injured leg? Don't you worry about me. Still got a few tricks left in these old bones. Truth is, I put together a little shrine behind these rocks. Nobody else knows it's there, so it's been hidden here for ages now. Really? There was a shrine all the way out here? Just one of those bronze mirrors. I think I saw one in my history textbook once. Got an old one. So small and cute. We know what this is.
don't we? It's a beauty, all right. But there's a lot more to it than its looks. Birds? 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 Sticker? Sticker? Sticker, anybody? No sticker. At least I don't think so. Okay. Even out here, Suyu remains her usual calm, unshakable self. Unfortunately, that only makes it harder to tell where the jokes end and the serious talk begins. I think I might have picked up a bit of that from her. Suyu, what exactly is that mirror? This here used to belong to Mare. Yuza's mother. Wait, Yuza's ma? To be precise, Mare found it at the bottom of the old well after she came to Kameshima. The old well, that's where this bronze mirror came from. Interesting. Hey, guy. Remember our theories about Princess Hatsune? You might be right and she's Sato after all. Princess Hatsune was rumored to have jumped down a well, but we know that she sacrificed herself to seal Ryugu. What if sealing Ryugu actually brought the island back up? Maybe. Or if they sealed it on Kamishima. That old well, that's where this bronze mirror came from? Sure is, though I don't know much beyond that, I'm afraid. Anywho, she said we had to keep it enshrined somewhere that overlooked the southern sea, so we tucked it away back here. It was here even back when Mare was still alive, so near 20 years now. That's a long time. Does the mirror have some sort of connection to the curse of the raging waves? Sure does. Listen, all I'm about to tell you is just what Mare once told me. But I trusted her with all of my heart, so I'll speak as if I know it all to be true. Yes, of course. This curse of the raging waves isn't some tiny little curse someone can just throw out whenever they like. She's still pretending to be human. Jeez. It's a massive curse that's been churning down off the southern coast of Kamishima for a good 400 years now, non-stop. Seriously? It's true, wouldn't there be a huge storm all the time? There's the thing. The curse had been sealed away all this time, held back. All because of a sacrifice offered up 400 years ago. Sacrifice? Yes, a real sacrifice. You don't mean like symbolically. You're saying someone was actually sacrificed to keep the curse at bay. Exactly. Many, many years ago, someone made the ultimate sacrifice. But thanks to that, the source of the curse was sealed away. And this here bronze mirror supposedly belonged to the very person who was sacrificed. No way. thing is, even with that sacrifice, after 400 years, the effects that held back the curse are getting weaker and weaker.
Wait, really? So in other words, now the curse is overpowering its seal, the curse of the raging waves could be set loose again.
That's how it seems. But at the same time, it seems the curse itself has become a lot weaker over the last 400 years. Even with the seal wearing thin, the power of this bronze mirror has been able to keep it at bay. It's managed to hold back the curse of the raging waves for the past 10 or so years. Maybe, Guy, maybe. The mirror doesn't hold a candle to a real sacrifice, but still it's got enough power to suppress the curse.
Right, so if it wasn't for the mirror, the curse might have already swallowed up the island. But if that's the case, Mari wasn't a curse bearer trying to unleash the curse at all. In fact, she was the complete opposite. She found the mirror and was trying to hold it back, right?
Well, that's true, but it ain't quite the whole story.
What do you mean?
To explain what I mean, I need to tell you about where Mare came from.
Thought no one knew where she came from.
Sorry for keeping it from you. The truth is, Mare was a descendant of a place called Taishima, an island that was wiped off the map long ago.
Wait a sec, Tashima? Isn't that the place where the curse of the raging waves started after it got invaded or something?
That's the one.
Hold on, I heard Mari was a descendant of the people who destroyed Taishima. That she was the one who brought the curse.
Quite the opposite. Her ancestors were the ones being destroyed.
Saying that shit changes the story. But what does it mean exactly?
Mare told me that folks from Taishima passed down a duty from generation to generation.
Duty?
She said it would be 400 years since the disaster during her generation, and that meant she had to be the one to see it through. To carry out that duty, first the curse of the raging waves had to be removed once and for all. They needed to wait for the curse to weaken, and so many a generation passed for that to happen.
So the duty wasn't just to stop the curse, it was just the first step.
Right, Mare came to Kamishima because she was meant to fulfill that duty. Apparently, she spent years waiting on the island, watching for a sign the curse was starting to weaken. Eventually, she ended up marrying my little Tosuke. It seemed that was never part of the plan. She often used to chuckle about it, saying that you never know when or where fate will bring someone into your life.
I had no idea.
Then we come to 5 years ago. 395 years since the curse of the raging waves had begun. She said the time had finally come, that the curse was now weak enough. I still remember her saying how, if she offered the mirror now, she could remove the curse for good. She could complete her duty.
Remove the curse for good?
Even after hearing all that, I was still only half convinced the curse wasn't just an old folktale.
Yeah, don't think anyone can blame you. So then what exactly was her duty?
She said she'd only tell me once it was all over and done with.
Oh, right, the Southern Sea disaster.
In the end, I never got to hear what her duty was. Mare was taken by the sea before she could tell me. After that disaster, I was a mess inside. Couldn't think straight for ages. But now, with all this going on, I figured it was time I finally talked about what happened. That day 5 years ago, out of the blue, Mare suddenly said the time had come. She headed out to sea, bronze mirror in hand, ready to end the curse once and for all. But you know the rest. I reckon she failed to do it.
She failed. And that triggered the storm and the whole disaster.
That's how it looks. Thinking back, it hadn't quite been 400 years yet. Maybe she rushed it. Felt like time was running out. I think she tried to end it, and the curse just lashed back, causing the tragedy. I know folks want to blame her, but I could never really say anything to stop 'em. One curious thing, though. Mare took this bronze mirror with her when she set out. But when Yuza was the only one found alive, he had the mirror on him. Maybe that's what saved him. Just him, by some miracle. At the very least, I'm grateful that he came back safe.
Yeah, when they found Yuzu that day, I remember bawling my eyes out. I was so relieved.
After that, I offered a prayer of thanks to the mirror and quietly returned it to the shrine in the bay. For the next 5 years, there was no sign of the raging waves. Everything stayed calm until now.
Hello, Bacon Man. How are you? Does explain a lot.
There's still one thing I can't quite make sense of.
What's that?
I know she took Tosuke with her as he was the one who handled the boat, but I never understood why she'd taken little Yuza with her too.
Yeah, it's a bit odd.
Yuza says he doesn't remember a thing, so we'll probably never know the truth. Not to mention Mare's so-called duty also still remains a mystery. All that's left is this bronze mirror, and 5 long years since then.
Darn.
I kept hoping that maybe, just maybe, the curse of the raging waves would fade away on its own. But now they say it's growing stronger again, and I have to say the despair is setting in.
Despair mentioned. So, something came to mind.
What is it, Tsukasa?
Uses Mara's son, right? Means he's also a descendant of Taishima. What if Mari passed on the duty to him, taught him how to deal with the curse?
Oh, that's a good point.
Maybe she brought Yuzo along in case things didn't go as planned, to carry things on as she couldn't.
Now that you say it, that actually makes a lot of sense. Truth is, I've been wondering if that boy is starting to remember something.
Oh?
It's not exactly an easy thing to bring up to him, you know. But since we're finally talking about all it, I figure it's time I ask him straight.
See. Honestly, Yuzu couldn't hide anything from anyone, let alone from us.
I thought the same. That boy is as transparent as glass. Sato knows something. So listen, Sato. You need to tell him there's no need to rush with all this nonsense. The bronze mirror's holding the curse of the raging waves back for now.
Maybe Yuzu actually knows how to get rid of the curse with that mirror.
Yeah.
But it didn't work for Mare, not with the bronze mirror alone. The curse is still out there. Maybe it really does need me to, you know.
Sato, you okay? You're acting kind of weird.
Thank you, Suyu, for telling us all of this.
You still think Sato's the one who saved Yuza? And I'm thinking that, oh, now I'm gonna have to go looking. Profiles, please. I'm thinking that Sobe was the one who saved Yuza. And I don't think that Sobe and Sato are the same person. If Sato's anybody, I think Sato is Hatsune, Princess Hatsune.
I think it's time I told you both something too.
Ha 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 ha.
I actually remembered something the other day about who I used to be.
Wait, you mean you remembered even more?
Sorry I didn't say something sooner. I guess I'll just spill it.
Ha ha! Neko right!
The one who was sacrificed here 400 years ago. That was me.
Huh? Yeah! Good call, guy. You did say that. That was one of your theories. I wasn't ready to believe it yet, but good call. What? Wait, hold on. 400 years ago? You pulling my leg at a time like this?
No, you see, the truth is...
I'll be. So you're telling me you're mortal? You promise you ain't pulling my leg? This one's a bit hard to swallow.
I think the reason the curse is getting stronger is because I woke up 3 months ago after sleeping deep down on the seafloor. I think me waking up wakened the seal that was holding the curse back.
Well, wait. So when you said you'd been asleep for hundreds of years, you meant you were actually a sacrifice at the bottom of the ocean? It's awful.
That's right. I was sacrificed to seal the curse at its source. It wasn't to remove it, though, just a way to keep it from seeping out. It was just a temporary fix, a stopgap until someone found a way to remove it for good. That said, it did last 400 years, I suppose.
It's hard to even imagine.
After those 400 years, the curse was supposed to have weakened. And the way to end it should have been passed down.
You mean by Mare?
I guess she never had the chance.
Oh. Maybe there's
there's a chance she did pass something on to Yuza. Maybe, but if she didn't, that would mean that I have to be the sacrifice again. Sato, no, it's not how it has to be. That has to be the reason I'm immortal.
Sato?
I never should have woken up. Everyone here took me in, even though I didn't remember a thing. I didn't want to lose all that warmth, so I kept quiet. I'm so sorry. But if it comes to it, I'll take responsibility. I'll be the sacrifice again.
Sato, don't talk like that. You already protected us for 400 years. It's more than enough. And refuse to let you go through that again. Has to be a reason you woke up now. You weren't needed to seal the curse anymore. I know it. She's right. We'll find a way to keep you safe through this, Sato. So there's going to be an ending where we sacrifice Sato, right? At least one. Maybe two. I got a bit overwhelmed back there. But Tsuyu and Tsukasa both told me that there was no need for me to be the sacrifice. Still, I can't help but feel I have to do something. Of course, if there's anything I can do to avoid being sacrificed, I'll do it. Actually, I wonder how many endings this one has. Don't tell me. Could. After talking with Tsuyu, we put the bronze mirror back at the shrine. With the curse so unstable right now, moving it away from the shrine seemed like a bad idea. Tsuyu said she plans to tell Yuza and Azami the same thing she told me. And if that leads to anything new, they'd let us know. Okay. It seems Mr. Wakamura still hasn't figured out who the assassin is either. Whoever they are, they're blending in with the locals and triggering the curse with ease. As far as I know, only a psychic with a powerful spirit sense could use a curse like that. Is there really someone like that on this island? The killing definitely won't stop with just the attack on me. Even the man on the phone was ranting about killing everyone off one by one. But at least for the moment, it seems pretty quiet outside. Still, there's no telling when it'll start. If that caller really can wield a curse, maybe turning them down wasn't the smartest move. Then again, there's no way I was just going to hand myself over. And like Shotaro said, there's a chance the caller was working for Unkaku Dono. That bronze mirror definitely was something I owned a really long time ago. I never imagined it held power strong enough to suppress a curse, though. But even offering it up didn't fully get rid of the curse of the raging waves. Which means there must be some other condition that wasn't met. The real key to ending the curse has to be tied to something, or someone, related to Mare. Hopefully, Tsuyu will be able to tell the others more about that. That said, it's possible Unkaku Dono already had that exact same information. Okay, if I can catch the shadow with the mirror before anything happens, maybe I can find the assassin right as they're about to use the curse. Wait, one problem. If anyone on the island sees me now, it'll cause more panic. I'll have to stay hidden while I move around. Oh boy. Stealth section? That turned so fast, I almost... Oh no. Kitten, have fun. I guess for now, I just need to do whatever I can. If I can find that armored shadow again, maybe I can at least deal with that curse. I'll have to try and avoid places with lots of people around, though. Oh boy, where do we want to start? Oh, let's go to the southern coast. Damn. This isn't gonna work. There's too many people around here. Okay. Try somewhere else. The bay? This area seems pretty empty. Time to take a look around while I have the chance. Oh, God! Let's take a look around. Maybe I can find the shadow with the mirror. I don't like this, chat. I do not like it. At least we're immortals, so like... Yeah, turn around, Neko, indeed. I have a feeling I know where the guy's hiding, though. Oh! What the? It's there, I saw it. As I thought, I can't see anything directly, but... It was right there, right by those rocks. Which means the assassin should be nearby. Didn't Suyu say she was meeting Yuza and Azami here later? I should look around quickly before anyone shows up. Who's that? Damn it, they took off. Wait. I can't believe we found them first try. Damn it, I lost them. Someone as out of shape as... Ah! Someone as out of shape as me never had a chance to catch up. I don't even really know if they went this way. This is hopeless. I'm completely out of breath. I didn't think this far ahead. What did I think I was going to do if I actually found someone? Running around in the dark isn't going to get me anywhere. But I did see that shadow again, along with someone suspicious nearby. Taking off like that the second I saw them was just about the most obviously suspicious thing they could have done. Pretty much confirms there's an assassin using a curse to attack people on the island, just like the phone caller threatened. Even if that's the case, is there anything I can do to stop it? Not exactly built to fight. I'm pretty sure I'd lose to just about anyone. I can't do this alone. I have to find someone to help me. Who can I even ask at a time like this? Wait, hang on. Wasn't Suyu supposed to be meeting Yuza and Azami down by the bay? Oh, please, no. I've got to get back and warn her now. I can't breathe. So out of shape. I'm here, barely. But it's already too late. No, 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 no! Suyu, wake up. Was I too late? This isn't happening. What about Yuza and Azami? Weren't they supposed to meet her here? There are footprints. Maybe they ran to get help already. Suyu. This is the same wound as mine. It's hopeless. She would have died in an instant. There's nothing anyone can do. I'm so sorry. I'll come back, though. I'll make sure you're properly laid to rest. After that, Sato returned to the island's city center, which had turned into a living nightmare. Countless others had already fallen victim to the curse. Bloodied bodies lay scattered across the ground. People fled in panic, screaming and confused. Some turned on others, shouting wild accusations. Others broke down, wailing in helpless hysteria. Many clung to lifeless loved ones, crying in despair. In the midst of the chaos, not a single person paid Sato any mind.
Sato Shiranami wandered through the devastation, overcome with guilt. If she had only done more, maybe this tragedy could have been prevented. If I had just listened. If I had just done what the damn phone caller had told me, none of this would have happened. This is all my fault. It's all because I dared to hope. A hope that I could keep on living. This is all wrong. I was never supposed to be here. It's all wrong. This body, my life. Maybe it's better if it just ends. I'll surrender to the assassin right now. If that stops any more people from getting hurt. There's a pool of fresh blood. Someone must have collapsed here too. I have to find the assassin. I need to tell them that I'll surrender before more lives are lost. Jesus Christ! Mr. Wakamura, where did you... Sorry! He actually kind of scared me a little bit. That was an odd zoom in. What do you mean? Neko confusion. Also, voice. Where's Tsukasa? Tell me where Tsukasa Awo is right now. Huh? Tsukasa? Why Tsukasa? He thinks she's the one doing it? Can't believe I missed it. Figured Unkakutono had a couple secret kids stashed somewhere. But Tsukasa, she was the one all along. You lot been keeping it secret from the start. What? What are you talking about? Goddamn assassin gotta be working for Unkakutono. It has to be her. Where is she? Gotta get my hands on her and put an end to this mess. Stop wasting time and talk. I think she's down by the southern bay. Bay? Got it. That was close. I've got to find Tsukasa before he does and warn her. If she really is hiding, I bet she'll be up at the Kantakisho ruins. Yeah. No time to waste. Yeah! Oh, maybe either she's immortal or she was pretending and she's the assassin. Someone's here. What the hell? Sato, Yuza just... Both of you need to get out of here. It's dangerous here. Hurry. What about Yuza? There's no time. Just go. You thought she might have been the assassin from the glimpse? Yeah. I'm not doing this right now. I don't even think I can. Hold on. There's something else here. We'll mess with that later. I wanted to have story. Thanks for subscribing, Johnning. Thank you. The alert's probably gonna pop up any second now because I pointed it out that it hadn't actually popped up. Mysterious deaths continue to occur amongst the island's residents, and it's not long before the same tragedy befalls Yuza. Azami and the others are left helpless and overwhelmed by grief. I still don't think Yu's is dead.
Damn it, what the hell is going on? What the fuck happened to you, Yuza? How could you just die like that out of nowhere?
Wah! Moosin! Thank you! Holy cow, thank you!
At Kanyuna0008 became a member of the Syndicate on YouTube.
Thank you!
At Abichan94 became a member of the Syndicate on YouTube.
I should set something for that. You got exit. Nice.
At E_X_I_T became a member of the Syndicate on YouTube.
The next one, though.
At Zakelpapu became a member of the Syndicate on YouTube. At Fartstove Anunder or just Chris Lol became a member of the Syndicate on YouTube.
Name. Your finger slipped. There's the subscriber from earlier.
Shall Ban Johnning 397
tomorrow.
subscribed on YouTube.
Moosin, thank you. I appreciate you. Guys, go check out Moosin. He's always doing something. Always something. Hope you've been doing well. Go get some rest. 5 a.m. is... I don't know what time zone you're in, but that's only 4.5 hours away from me. So have a good one. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Maybe if you're not doing anything Sunday night, you'll come hang out for my birthday stream. We're going to be doing lots of fun stuff. Very excited. Okay.
The whole island turned on you, blamed your mom for everything. They rejected you even when you said you wanted to become an Alma diver. What the hell did you ever do to deserve that?
Yes.
You never once complained, just kept going like it was nothing. You did everything right.
Thanks. You have a good one too.
Someone like you deserves so much better. You deserve to be happy, damn it. I would have done anything to make that happen. And yet I couldn't do a damn thing. I'm sorry. I'm so damn sorry, Yuza. This shouldn't have been the way for you to go. How could the gods think this is fair? How?
I still don't think he's dead. Hey, Tsukasa. I know this is a terrible time, but something important I need to tell you. Go ahead. Real quick, look for sticker before things get intense. I actually probably shouldn't be turning around like this. No stickers? No stickers. No stickers. Try to stay calm and listen, okay? I spoke to Mr. Wakamura earlier. Apparently, this Unkakudono person might actually be your father. Huh? Well, what? What? You serious? You're saying Mapa Yamashina is Unkakudono? Oh, that does sound like the right name. Yeah, it is. I called that one. That's what he said. Not sure if it's true or not. But Mr. Wakamura's already made up his mind. He's convinced that makes you the assassin. If he finds you, who knows what he'll do. It's crazy talk. Me, an assassin? Come on, that makes no sense. I know. I don't believe it either. That's why we need to find the real assassin as soon as possible. Easier said than done. Sato, she is gone. So's Yuza. I never thought it would come to this. I'm scared. What are we supposed to do now? I didn't manage to find out any more about the curse of the raging waves, but right now we have to find the assassin. Earlier down by the bay, I saw the cursed shadow again, as well as someone running away. Wait, the shadow. Sorry, I need to check something curse-related real quick. Curse? Oh, right earlier What is it? Are you trying to remember something? Check with the mirror. What's she looking at? I thought maybe she was looking at something. Maybe not. What? Wait, what happened? Sam, what was it? I can't remember. Whoa, don't scare me like that. Tsukasa, what's the matter? Guess the shock made me forget. Right before it happened, Yuza realized something important, but I'm blanking on it now. Something important? Yuza said he figured out the condition that the curse needed to affect someone. Swear he said it's something about people being marked by something. Can't really remember. I was about to say who the culprit was too, and then, well, that happened to him. Marked. Can't remember. Just thinking about the moment's making me sick. Tsukasa, it's okay. Don't force yourself to remember. Still, I do remember one thing he said. He thought the curse could only target women from the island, but now he was targeted. Hold on a second. I think I see what he was getting at. Sato, you figured something out. Could the curse be using this as a marker? Oh no! Oh, I know what was passed out earlier. Wouldn't it be insane? How'd you get a gifted membership? You've never even been here, you think? I don't know. Sometimes the YouTube algorithm just makes them for some weird shit. Welcome in, though. If you want to hang out, you're more than welcome to. I think it was the mirror. A mirror? Ha ha! I was right. Neko was right. I knew she was the one. You're working? Shit just threw you? Well, I hope your workday goes fantastically at least. I have to say I giggled at your username when I saw it on the member list. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes, you know, I've had it before. YouTube memberships are also given to people not subscribed. Yeah, I've actually had it happen twice where I wound up with a gifted membership to a channel I'd never seen before. If YouTube thinks you'll like it, YouTube just gives. I don't make the rules. It's gotta be it. Kameshimaru hand mirror. It's gotta be it. I knew it. Yuza took the mirror out of his pocket right before it happened. Lifted it up to about his neck, then his head was chopped off. And when I was attacked, I had the hand mirror in my jacket pocket, too. It's gotta be it. Didn't they say those hand mirrors were handed out to everyone on the island? You make the rules so much. Asami, you feeling okay now? And...
Fine. Sorry you had to see me like that. But if we're this close to finding who did it, then there's no time to be moping around. First things first, if either of you still have the mirror, get rid of it now.
Good point.
So Sato, you figured it out, haven't you? The one behind the curse.
The assassin who used the curse to kill so many. I think I know who it is. You're gonna subscribe? Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Maybe you'll be able to come in some other time when you're not so busy. It's gotta be the person who gave out the hand mirrors, so... Kikuko. Yeah, and the hair matches, too. You know Musin? That might actually be why you got it, if you watch Musin. Has to be Kikuko, right?
You saying she never actually died?
Wait, you're saying Kikuko was killed too?
Yeah, we saw her lying in a pool of blood by the jetty.
You did. I was just there earlier. I remember seeing a large bloodstain, but no body.
Really? I guess someone must have moved her?
In all this chaos, who's got time to move a body with everyone panicking like it? Where would they even move her? So many dead, we barely have the time or space to lay folks down and cover them up.
That's true. Then maybe she never actually died. Managed to get up and walk off on her own?
If Kikuko's the assassin, why would she let herself get hit by the curse's attack? Wait, if she managed to get up from the death... I doubt it, but maybe she's immortal like you, Sato. But no way.
What was that? You said it so casually, but I could have sworn you just said Sato is immortal.
But, well... It's kind of a long story, but yeah, that's basically what it boils down to.
So that's what was happening earlier. Explains what everyone was talking about.
I don't think there are others like me out there. You think so? Is it really that rare? I don't really got any frame of reference. I have another theory that's more likely. Azami, did you get a good look at Kikuko's wounds?
I mean, not really. It was pretty dark out. We were kind of panicking.
You saying maybe she wasn't actually hurt at all? The most likely explanation is that she got up after faking her death. Maybe she faked being a victim using fake blood or something to avoid suspicion. So she waited for others to see her, then slipped away in the confusion. Did I also give her a southern accent? I can't fucking remember anymore. Guess the cat's out of the bag. Uh-huh.
Kikuko, you really are still alive.
I hate to break it to you. I ain't immortal or anything fancy like that. Just fake blood is all. I was hiding up by the lighthouse. Then I heard y'all talking. Figured I may as well come out. Too bad you figured it all out. There really is no turning back for me now. Sato, I was told to bring you in. Even if it means killing every last person on the island. It's the shadow.
Doesn't matter. We already tossed those damn mirrors. The curse can't touch us now.
Just so you know, I got your friend Tsukasa marked even now. You're the one person I cannot forgive. I am? How? The cursed target wasn't just tied to the hand mirrors.
She's just bluffing. Sato, get behind me. I'm not letting her take you.
It's pointless. disobey me, and Tsukasa will be the first to die. Is that really the only option? Really? I surrender. I'll go with you quickly. Or quietly, rather. I think that it's probably like we have to do other things to get another route before we're able to not surrender. What?
Sato, what are you saying? Now's not the time to be joking.
I know. I've made up my mind. I can't let anyone else get killed because of me. There's no resisting this curse. It's too strong. No! Sato, no! Good. Smart choice. Otherwise, everyone on the island would have perished. Kika, why are you doing this? Grew up here too. Did the place mean nothing to you? I guess I have some feelings for this place. But if I didn't sever those ties, my world would never change.
What the hell are you talking about?
He's the only one. The only one who ever sparked a change in my miserable excuse for a life. Now he'll finally acknowledge me. I'll become who I was meant to be. That's your reason for all this. This island never cared about people. Always just blamed everything on curses. Surely y'all understand wanting to destroy this shithole. I just took up the reins. Someone needed to break the cycle. Now I can finally start living my own life. Free from all that bullshit. Anyway, we need to get moving. There's a boat waiting out back. You follow us, I'll kill Tsukasa. Do yourselves a favor, stay right there, okay? Thank you, both of you. Please don't try to follow. It's too dangerous.
God damn it.
Sato! Unfortunately, I can't have people that know my identity just walking away. Especially not you, Tsukasa. That's an ending. The following day, the bodies of Azami Kumoi and Tsukasa Awo were found beneath the lighthouse, collapsed together in a lifeless heap. Azami, who'd been helping search for the curse's mark, tried to take Tsukasa's place, but ended up caught in the curse instead. But the tragedy that struck Kamishima didn't end there. Right after the assassin left Kamishima with Sato Shiranami, a new calamity followed. A violent storm, born of the curse of the raging waves, erupted in the seas around the island. As expected, the curse could not be sealed away by the bronze mirror alone. Ferocious winds and towering waves pounded the island for 3 days and nights, leaving devastation in their wake. Most islanders who had tried to flee the tragedy by boat that night were lost to the storm and remain missing to this day. Among them was the assassin behind the incident. And Sato Shiranami, who went along with her. She was never to be seen again. Ending 1! The Tragedy of Kamishima! Yay! Ending! Yay! Ending! think that's probably going to be a good place to stop then, huh? For tonight, at least. Yay, square. Hi, Mr. Storyteller.
You have my heartfelt thanks for all your hard work thus far. And so, the affair surrounding Kamishima has reached one of its possible conclusions. Sadly, it seems neither Yuzo Minakuchi nor Sato Shiranami were able to achieve their goals. To avoid arriving at this particular outcome, please continue progressing through the story chart. After all, you came here for that very purpose, did you not? Oh my, are you still unsure of who you are? Great, this again. No need to worry. I'm confident you'll remember in time. You're just missing a few key pieces. As you travel along the story chart and shape what happens, perhaps you'll remember your part in this. Be sure to think on it as you move forward. Well then, I'm sure we'll see each other again soon. Farewell for now.
Oh, fantastic. Well, we know what's here for next time. That Kamishima investigation. We didn't find any birds today, sadly. Not where I want to be. I wanted to be looking at the mockingbirds here. Behind the Kamishima poster. Oh, crap. I know where that is. On the seabed. On the seabed. On the seabed. Actually, hold on. Let me... I want to see if I'm right with this. There's a couple Kamishima posters I can think of, but this is probably the one that's like poster about Kamishima, turtle, poster Kamishima. I just can't shake this weird feeling. Why? Is there something wrong with the island or the poster? The poster, I believe. Do you mind if I take a closer look? Ha! My intuition is spot the fuck on. My hunch was right. There's a presence here. No way. Come on. Don't scare me like that. Remove the poster. Ready? Yes. Please proceed. You sure? Because I'll do it. I really will. There's no telling what may happen. Quit stalling. He's cute. Yay! That's half the stickers. Guys, wait a minute. That's half the stickers. Mockingbird number 3. His name? Don Heron. Fantastic. Okay. Let's go see it. It's a heron. The maverick leader of the tight-knit delinquent group, Rebels Roost. Temperamental by nature, he often flares the impressive crest on his head to intimidate intruders on his turf. Although long-term rivals with the Ocean Outlaws, Hooligan Gang,
In recent days, he's also found his feathers ruffled by the increasingly bold antics of Blue's brutal beaks, pushing his patience to the limits. These birds are fantastic. So nice, so fantastic. Oh gosh, I love it. It's great. Do 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 do. All right, we're gonna find some raids to go on. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba 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 da ba da da. Nya 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 ba ba da 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 nya nya nya. Do 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 do. Ba nya 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 do. Ba do ba do ba do ba do 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 do. Boo boo boo. Draw me like one of your mockingbirds, Square Enix. Sounds like a 1950s inspired song. It makes me think of Grease. The whole thing makes me think of Grease. Let's see. What are you doing? Do, 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 do. It's so much harder to find a raid now that they changed this. I wonder if there's some settings I can fix that would fix it. Do 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 nya 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 boo 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 minute 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 boo do 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 no 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 ba 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 da da. Yeah, no, I knew it was a Titanic reference. I think Cryo would have. Do do no 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 no. What are you doing? Okay, chill stream. This, that could be fun. Do do no 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 no. Do no 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 no. We'll just go here. Do 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 no 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 no. Do 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 no no no. Ba da 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 no 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 no. Do 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 no 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 do do. Okay, we found a YouTube raid. That's not what I wanted. Really? Delete that. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. Do-ba-do-do-do-do-do-na. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ma-na-ma-na-ma. There's actually a lot of people playing Paranormasight tonight, and I'm just like, I don't want to ruin what I'm seeing. Ooh, you're playing Majora's Mask. That's where we're... Oh, well, wait, are they ending? No, they're ending. Okay. Oh, we'll just go here. This is perfect. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. They're on BRB. Okay. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Perfect. Somebody to raid. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out for tonight. Tomorrow night, we're actually going to play Talassa. I kind of doubt that it'll happen, but there's a slight possibility I'll either start early or end late tomorrow night. So, fun. Let's see. Saturday member stream. Sunday's my birthday. So let's do lots of fun things then. That's it for us for now. But until next time, bye!